In ancient times, people did some really hard work, like building roads and aqueducts and bridges. And in ancient times, they had a special word for it. It was this word, liturgia, and it meant public work that was very difficult to do and very demanding. But it was done for the common good, the good of everyone who would use those roads and aqueducts and bridges. Believe it or not, we have a word that is sort of like this word. It came from this word. Can you guess what it is? Oh, some of you guessed it. It's liturgy. Liturgy means the same as this, public work for the common good. Well, is it public? Well, of course. Anyone may join us for worship. And it's for the common good, that the whole people of God will receive the grace of salvation. Well, it's work too. How much energy do you put into participating at Mass and receiving the sacraments? Let's pretend you are in a football or a basketball tournament and it's in triple overtime. How much energy would you use to get that state championship? You'd give it your all. And when the game is over, even if you won, you wouldn't have any energy left to cheer. You'd all be lying flat on the locker room floor, trying to breathe because you have no breath left. Now, is that the way you feel when you come from Mass? Well, maybe you should. How much energy do you put into it as you're listening to the word, as you're responding to the priest or the cantor, etc.? So I'm going to give you a few ideas of how we can put more work and energy into liturgy. First, do you read the readings before you get to Mass? So maybe on a Wednesday, students, are you reading those readings for the day, preparing your heart and mind? Or on a Sunday morning before your family comes to Mass, do you read the readings and have something to look for and listen for? Do you come early enough to Mass to have time to settle yourself and get your thoughts focused on what's about to happen? When the gifts of bread and wine are brought to the altar, are you thinking in your head and heart and offering to God all the good works of the past week that you've done, works of service, effort to do the life of Christ? Liturgy is really like a team sport where there is a team, so that when the cantor is singing and he or she raises the arm to bring you in, do you do what a good team member does? Do you sing along? When there's a homily, are you listening attentively and looking attentively? And when Jesus offers himself to the Father in the Eucharistic prayer, are you offering yourself with Jesus to the Father? Have you ever considered joining a church group? You know, like a bell choir or a vocal choir? And some of you who are older, maybe 7th, 8th grade, has your class ever helped work in church? You know, we have to decorate for Christmas. We need to prepare for all the liturgies of Holy Week. I bet there are a lot of things that you could do. So let's get working, let's use our energy, and let's get into liturgy.